It's amazing how this country can pull $1 trillion from everywhere. $1 trillion over here, trillions over there. But as soon as you say the word reparations, the country's broke and can't afford it. Oh man, these people ain't no damn good. So this came out on CNBC May 12th, 2020. House Democrats unveil new $3 trillion coronavirus relief bill. So they are talking about giving more stimulus to people and, of course, more relief to these undeserving businesses that are out here. So there's a video here. Let me go ahead and play this video. Let's see if I can play this. All right, there's an ad, so I'm going to forego the ad. So, ladies and gentlemen, so this is the newest bill that the House is introducing to offer more relief to the public. All right, here we go.
We have some breaking news out of Washington. It's a new relief package being proposed now. Kayla Tausche has the details. Kayla. Hey, Kelly, House Democrats have taken the wraps off a new $3 trillion stimulus package. This would be the largest in history, even bigger than the CARES Act that passed back in March and appropriated $2.2 trillion in federal funds to combat the coronavirus and the economic fallout that it has wrought. It's important to note, Kelly, that this is a marker of Democratic priorities. The House is likely to pass it later this week, and it does allow for things like $1 trillion in funding for state and local governments. But to paraphrase a White House official that I spoke to yesterday, it's likely to be a hummingbird, not doing much but making noise. It will, however, add some urgency to discussions between the White House and GOP leadership in the Senate to figure out what their rebuttal should look like and which of the existing CARES Act programs they see as effective that they want to re-up. But it is certainly a massive symbolic move by House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. She's expected to talk about it a little bit later this afternoon, this $3 trillion stimulus package that House Democrats are putting out to say this is what we want and this is our starting point. Kelly? Yeah, but Kayla, you're effectively saying it's a wish list, that they don't think there's a lot of bipartisan support for what is inside this bill. I mean, where are we coming to any early sense of what might be included in the next round of support, if there is a next round? Well, the bill, as the House Democrats have released it today, Kelly, is more than 1,800 pages. We're still working our way through it, but safe to say it has a lot in it that Republican senators will not be able to support. But it is a challenge to Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell to say, if you won't support this, then start negotiations and put something on paper that you can support. So this is effectively a move to get the ball rolling in these negotiations, even if this isn't the bill that ends up becoming law. All right, Kayla, thanks very much. Kayla Tausche with the latest on those moves.
All right. So you heard that. So they released this bill. It's 1,800 pages long. And it's another stimulus plan to get money out here circulating, not only for businesses and local governments and states, but a second round of direct payments of $1,200 per person and up to $6,000 per household. It's about $2 billion of hazard pay for essential workers who face heightened health risk during the crisis, $75 billion for coronavirus testing and contact tracing, a key effort to restart businesses, an extension of the $600 per week of federal unemployment insurance through January. The provision was approved in March, was set to expire in July. Yes, so some people saw it. We still have not seen that in my state. People are still getting their little peanut size unemployment, but some states it already kicked in where people get the additional $600 per week. And it's due to expire in July. But with this new stimulus, it would go on all the way through January instead of expiring in July. So $175 billion in rent, mortgage, and utility assistance, subsidies, and a special Affordable Care Act enrollment period for people who lose their employer-sponsored health coverage, more money for the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, including a 15% increase in the maximum benefit, so that's for SNAP, measures designed to buoy small businesses and help them keep employees on payroll, such as $10 billion in emergency disaster assistance grants, and a strengthened employee retention tax credit, money for election safety during the pandemic, and provisions to make voting by mail easier, relief for the U.S. Postal Service. So this is what the Democrats have put together in this new stimulus bill that they're trying to introduce, and they're supposed to be doing this on Friday. Democrats say COVID-19 infection rates and an unemployment rate unseen in America have already unprecedented emergency government response. The bill is set to cost more than $3 trillion, which easily topped the $2 trillion cost of the late March stimulus package, the biggest emergency spending measure in U.S. history. If it passes the House, the Democratic written plan will face roadblocks in the Senate. It is unclear when both Democrats and Republicans would sign off on a proposal for more relief, as the GOP downplays the need to spend more federal money on a rescue bill now. Well, I think you do need it. If this virus is still active in the country and people are unable to really go back to work in big numbers, you're going to need to do something. I'm in discussion. We are all with the administration. If we reach a decision along with the administration to move to another phase, that'll be the time to interact with Democrats. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell told reporters Tuesday. He continued, but what we've seen in the House is not something designed to deal with reality, but designed to deal with aspirations. So, sound like a man that's ready to kill the bill. But, this is what politicians do. The U.S. now has 1.3 million new COVID cases, not new cases, but overall cases. And the disease has led to more than 81,506 American deaths, according to data compiled by Johns Hopkins University. So, y'all, what do you think about this new care package that the Democrats have put together and they are going to introduce this coming Friday? Please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.